You gotta realize in the business, it's like a roller coaster. It's not always gonna. It's up and down.
Many business partnerships have failed.
Oh yes, yeah. And then it got to the point where we have to buy off their share, or they have to buy up some of my share because I don't want to be part of it anymore, right? So that's what I learned. Even though you're failing, you still take those lessons of failures and mistakes and apply that to your next venture, so you're able to succeed. And that's what I just did. All the cryptocurrency, I don't know if you guys saw, all the cryptocurrency just went down tremendously by like 20, 30, 40%. Litecoin dropped down to up to 40%. It was crazy. So it was like at 600, it dropped down to 200. Bitcoin from 19,000 down to 13 right now. So if you guys are planning to buy cryptocurrency, this is like the perfect time. I invested a little bit, but not too much because I feel like it's still gonna go down. So I'll show you guys real quick. Check this out. So Bitcoin right now is down to 12,594. That is insane. So is BitConnect. So my BitConnect is dying because I invested a lot in BitConnect as well. Did all the lendings and stuff like that. So, but I'm not gonna pull out. I'm gonna wait until it goes up again, and then invest some more. Yeah, Cumberland train station. Okay, I'll see you soon. Thanks.
How was your day, guys?
Just starting it out actually. Going to. I completely forgot what their company's called. It's like CPRTV, something like that. It's like for like an Asian community around Chicago. They broadcast up to like 500,000 people, viewers.
Oh yeah.
So which is kind of cool. They want to get an interview with me, talk about my entrepreneurship and how I'm able to influence the Asian community in Chicago as well. And yeah, just do a little collaboration and stuff like that. So kind of excited about it.
Yes.
Something new, something different. I want to give back, especially to the Filipino ethnic backgrounds that I have. I'm Filipino. Get back to the Filipino community, help them out, get motivated, get inspired.
Fritz?
Hey!
How are you? She has been doing it for 34 years.
34 years.
No money, just helping the community.
That's pretty good.
What you doing? I mean,
so I'm a serial entrepreneur in Chicago. Let's see, I was born and raised in the Philippines. I moved in here.
where in the Philippines?
Caloocan City by Manila.
Oh, not too
Were
far.
you born there?
Yeah, I was born and raised there. I moved in
Really?
here when I was 10 or 11 years old, I believe. It's been quite a while now. Last time I visited was from back in...
Do you know how to speak Tagalog still?
Of course, I'm fluent
You
at
do?
it. Apa.
Tangina.
Apa. Marunong
Mabait na bata.
Marunong pa rin po, syempre. Yeah.
That's good.
You know what? I admire you.
Not yet. My main goal right now.
Been born there.
Yeah.
And
What's your main
now
goal?
you're doing what you're
I
doing.
want to inspire. I want to eventually. I'm aiming for 2018, hopefully, or even as early as 2019, to create my own charity and help back to the community, especially in Chicago itself.
How do you figure out on doing that?
So establishing a charity foundation in such a way, partnering out with fellow successful business owners like myself, donating back to the community. Either they'll be in a way of form of motivational speeches and guest speaking, or developing like a foundation to the point. Since I own restaurants, I want to donate food to all the homeless around Chicago area. So I need to establish such a credibility first and an asset to the point where I can create this foundation and partner up with fellow successful entrepreneurs.
You also have a clothing line.
That's correct,
right?
yeah. I have a clothing line that I recently partnered up with called Iridium Clothing Co. So Iridium Clothing Co. has been around for the past 7 years in Chicago. We have 3 stores here in Chicago now, 2 in downtown, which is located right above my restaurant in the same mall, which is kind of cool. The other one by North Milwaukee Avenue, and then we have 1 more location. I haven't done any type of networking in the Filipino community, and hence I want to get
there
that.
she is.
There you go.
You know, you're too young to think about giving back.
How old are you?
Why?
I am 26. I'm turning 27 years old.
Why?
Wow.
Why are you thinking of giving back?
Well, I've already got to a point where I'm pretty much have everything that I need in life. When it comes to I would like to say success, but of course it's never enough. Giving back to the community of the Filipino community itself, I feel like you know, the next generations to come, the millennials, the younger generations,
You're
I would
a
like to inspire
millennial,
them.
right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
I'm 20,
you are.
turning 27 in January. So if I'm able to inspire them and motivate them in such a way, or do give out a little bit of mentorship from me, that I think that will impact. You know, not necessarily in a financial way, but I can teach them the skills how to get there, how to become an entrepreneur and be really successful in the field that they want to be passionate about.
The help you're giving, is that towards the Chicago community or going back to the Philippines?
It could be in a way of both.
Or national.
International, right? As I said, I'm still in the development that I want to build up my own foundation. But as of right now, I really want to just motivate people to see a young entrepreneur like myself to be able to achieve anything that he wants in life. You know, to show all the experience that I've had.
That will be a big challenge.
I was able to step back and realize that, you know, I need to get out of the circle and really pursue the way of inspiring people. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much money I make, no matter how much, you know, fame I get, at the end of the day, it's all about how I'm able to make an impact. So I used to live in Vernon Hills, and we were contemplating if I should go to Vernon Hills High School or Stevenson High School, because we live right in the border. We had a choice. So most of my friends were going to.
It's a good choice because Stevenson is more. I like Stevenson.
Elite, a little bit more elite, and it's a lot bigger too. So most of my friends from 8th grade were going to Vernon Hills High School, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a risk and expand my network. At a very such young age, I was able to realize all these entrepreneur skills, right? I was like, you know what, I'll still have friends in Vernon Hills High School, but I'll develop new friends at Stevenson High School. So I chose the Stevenson High School, started going out there, and I met a couple people. One of the hustlers, grinder, top entrepreneurs out there from the very start, and he's the one that actually put the name in the dictionary entrepreneur. Back then, 5, 6 years ago, you name it, the entrepreneur world wasn't even big back then. Like, people just look at you, it's like, okay, entrepreneur, cool, what do you do exactly, right? So they didn't know the definition behind it, they didn't know the grind, the hustle, and to be able to innovate and make something out of nothing. And that's what an entrepreneur is, and he did just that. You know, even though he got a platform to the point where he was able to develop his parents' business, the wine business that they had, to multi-millions, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And then he developed all the social media skills. You know, his YouTube is blowing up, his Twitter is blowing up, his Instagram and Facebook. He does all of this motivational speeches to the point everybody like myself gets motivated. That's how I got inspired, right? And that's why I want to document my life too, throughout all my successes and failures, and I wanna be able to show everything, the journey to get how I'll be getting to the top. So where do I start? So there's so many things that you can do, right? So in each businesses, for example, restaurant industry itself was the hardest for me, the hardest business I ever got into, because there's so many things that's going on out there. When I was out there, I was actually acting as a waiter, I was acting as a host, I was acting as a manager, I was acting as a packager, I was acting as the IT, everything, as social media marketer, like the whole thing, right? So when I took over, it pretty much, they have the operation, it's running, but it's not running efficiently. Running a business, it's all about running it efficiently, to the point where can I save money? How can I improve it upon? What marketing are they missing, right? And all these things that negotiable to the point where I need to talk to the landlord, like, is this lease you know, negotiable? Because the guy never, I mean, the past owner didn't, I think, negotiate upon it. So I was able to negotiate down a little bit, save a little bit money, because every penny counts when it comes to restaurant. And then when I was able to do that, I guess that it improved tremendously, changed some of the staff that wasn't working as hard as I wanted it to be, you know, improve it by hiring better staff. And then to the point where, you know what, I need to step out of this because it's consuming most of my time. So I hired a manager, I trained him, I'm still training him now, and then the goal is by the end of this year, I should be able to step
at 26, cash flow is a big problem.
Most definitely.
Business, yeah.
Starting a business is very hard, you need cash flow.
That's right.
So where are you getting all the money?
So it's easy. Well, it's not really easy, but the way I started, if we can go rewind back, back in college, right? or even back in more in like high school or middle school, I've already been an entrepreneur by buying and reselling things. I used to go to garage sales, buying, you know, cheap stuff that I can see any type of profit on, even if I can make a buck out of it. It really matters to me. I used to collect cans, the soda cans. Collect all of those bags from bags. Even I started as a family, like I collected those, and then I'm really happy. You know, you're 12, 13 years old, you go to the shop and sell it, you make 40, 50 bucks, or even more than that. And you know, I'm able to sell, buy and resell, and then to the point where I can buy the things that I want without asking my parents for any type of financial.
In Chicago, and his name is
Fritz.
Fritz.
Nice to meet you,
Welcome
sir.
to our show.
Thank you.
Hey,
Glad to be part of it.
yes, and the reason why you're here is we would like to expose Fritz to our Asian community.
That would be great.
Not just Filipino, but Asian community. And the reason for that is he would like to help. That's the most important thing, to help other Filipino entrepreneurs starting a business.
That's right.
So how are you going to do that, Fritz?
So, where do we start? For me, helping comes in many shape or way of form, right? It could be financially, it could be by motivation, it could be from mentorship, or it can be in any type of ways of influence. For me to focus on right now, I got to where I am and I wanted to really give back to the Filipino community in such a way of form of motivating people. Saying, you know, inspiring them to the point where I follow my passion and I got to where I am right now, right? Getting out of that circle of that 9-to-5 mindset. Meaning 9-to-5 mindset is that going to school, getting a degree, getting a corporate, an office job to the point you're stuck there forever. You don't have the freedom to do what you want. You have to wake up in a certain time and go back to that system. And I never want to be stuck in a system. So I was able to get out of there by following my passion to the point where I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna create a business around it. But you gotta realize in the business it's like a roller coaster. It's not always gonna it's up and down.
Many business partnerships have failed.
Oh yes, yeah. And then it got to the point where, you know, we have to buy off their share, or they have to buy up some of my share because I don't want to be part of it anymore, right? So that's what I learned. Even though you're failing, you still take those lessons of failures and mistakes and apply that to your next venture, so you're able to succeed. And that's what I just did.
And you learn from failures.
That's right. That's one of my favorite quotes that I kind of like inspired from Michael Jordan. It's like, don't be afraid to fail. Fail as much as you can so you can succeed more. And that's what I was really have the motto of life. Multiple
I find
different
you amazing now.
Not yet. I thank you though. That's really appreciative, and I really hope that I make an impact to the Filipino community, and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So, thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Same here.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing your
I'll go down with you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Most definitely. I'll give you a hug. Thank you.